He still averages 53 in Test cricket, and the day will come when he will probably start converting as well as Steve Smith does or the other greats have done. When that happens, it will be scary to see how good he can be and how high his average can jump. Those are the words of Dawid Malan, who will begin day 2 of the 5th Ashes Test unbeaten on 55 but without the reassuring presence of his captain, Joe Root, beside him. And rather than laying the foundations for a potentially match-winning first innings total, he will instead attempt to guide an out-of-form Moeen Ali and an elongated tail to a respectable score against the new ball and a fired-up Australian pace attack. England will resume on 233-5 after losing 2 quick wickets just before the close on day 1, the first being Root, caught at square leg, for 83, so should England be expecting more from Root? Or, as Malan says, should we instead be patient in the assumption he will one day convert as well as the other greats in Smith's shadow? Thursday's innings was the 4th time Root has passed 50 in this series and the 4th time he has failed to reach 3 figures. His opposite number Smith has also passed 54 times but has turned 3 of those half-centuries into hundreds, 2 of which were unbeaten and 1 which was a double, 239 to be precise. Such stark statistics are amplified by the balls faced by each captain in the series. Smith has received 1,258 deliveries in this Ashes series to Root's 604. He knows he wants to convert more 50s into 100s, said England coach Paul Fabregas. It's not something any coach needs to sit him down and say, do you realize you need to convert more 50s, so why can't Root convert in the same manner as his opposite number? He has converted only 5 out of 22 50s since the start of 2016. Steve Smith converts 50s into hundreds because he just plays his own way, without risk. A former England captain Michael Vaughan told Test Match Special, Joe Root gets out between 50 and 100 because he plays unnecessarily risky shots. To become a great player, he needs to realize when the hooker pull is getting him into trouble and shelve them. Root's fellow Yorkshireman Geoffrey Boycott went one further, saying England will always be an up and down side until they become a better, more solid batting side. You can't win Test matches unless you bat better and put decent totals on the board. Click to see content. Root conversion. What about Stoneman and Vince? Root, it should be pointed out, averages 40 in the series, considerably more than 2 of the 3 batsmen ahead of him in the order. As England look to plan for 2 tests in New Zealand in March, they will surely have concerns over the returns of opener Mark Stoneman and number 3 James Vince. Both fell in the 20s on day 1 in Sydney, and both average in the 20s for the series. Neither man has reached 3 figures down under. Hampshire's Vince, in particular, looks susceptible as he continues to get out in a similar manner. 11 of his 19 Test dismissals have been caught by the keeper of the slips. I don't think Vince reads the situation well, or the tactics the opposition are throwing at him, said Vaughan. I think 95% of Vince's runs come from pure shots, so, visually, he looks as good as any England player we've seen, but at this level, it's not about looking great, it's about scoring big runs, and he hasn't done that yet. Surrey left-hander Stoneman was undone by a short ball at the SCG, tamely fencing a Pat Cummins delivery to the keeper. However, a former England batsman Ed Smith believes the left-hander is somebody England should persevere with. Stoneman has a big problem with a short ball, said Smith. His hands almost go up to his eye line and he has very little control. Today's dismissal was one that had been looming. That said, I think there's something there about him that's nice and well suited to opening the batting. Media playback is not supported on this device.